Good morning, everyone. Tired of listening to that intro. Hope everyone's having a good morning. My phone will let me. I'll look at the chat here. We'll have chat. Shine on. Good to see you. Beach Bum. Shay Shay. Good to see you. Cement Shoes. Debbie. Gilligan. Lisa 54. TC. Tremaine. Did I say Beach Bum? Poppy is in Normandy. Misty Walker. Good morning. I'm reporting live from my front porch. I went back and listened to a little bit of the live stream yesterday. It didn't sound too bad, me sitting out here live streaming. Is everybody having a good morning? I didn't know what in the world to talk about this morning, so I just picked a few things. I thought I'd give y'all an update on Naya Rivera. They did confirm that is her body that they found in Lake Pyra. I was calling it Pyru in my video I did yesterday. But I think it's Lake Pyra. And they think, according to her son, Naya lifted Josie back up on the pontoon boat before he saw her disappear under the water. They think that there was some strong currents, and she used the last of her strength to put her son up on that boat. And what is so weird, yesterday when they found her body was the 7th anniversary of one of her co-star, I guess you'd say co-stars, death. The Glee cast is cursed, I believe. I know that sounds crazy, but something's going on. There's 3 of them that's now passed away. I think it's 3. There could be more. I think it's 2 guys and now Naya. Now, the Glee cast was at Lake Pyra, praying and holding hands. It's sad. Now this little boy's going to have to grow up without his beautiful mother. Talk about a beautiful girl. She was really, really beautiful. I'd love to look like that. The way her skin looked and her hair. Been missing you, Tremaine. Where you been? Hey, Neverly's Hope. Hey, KDF. Also, I wanted to give y'all an update. KDF reminded me. Just seeing her reminded me. This is a case out of Oklahoma where the dad was keeping his kids for the weekend, and he allegedly fell asleep inside, and the two little kids went and got inside of his truck and died. They got locked inside somehow. Let me find that article real quick. Let me get my notebook here. I got his name written down. This happened on June 13th. His name is Dustin Dennis. Now, the two kids have Cherokee blood in them. Members of the Cherokee tribe. So I think the feds are going to prosecute him. Let me get my phone and pull it up because I don't want to get anything wrong. Even though I read this twice this morning. Let me get to People Magazine. I was wondering what was going to happen with this case. I could pull up their pictures in a minute. Hold on. Okay, it says state charges dropped against Oklahoma dad whose two kids died in hot car, but feds might prosecute. That guy down the road's cranking his stinking motorcycle. It says the charges against the father of two Oklahoma children who died in his hot truck last month have been dismissed and sent to federal prosecutors after a recent ruling by the U.S. Supreme Court. On Friday, Dustin Dennis, 31, was charged with second-degree murder for the June 13th deaths of his 4-year-old Tegan and 3-year-old Ryan after their bodies were found in the back of his hot truck. However, on Monday morning, Tulsa County District Attorney Stephen Kuntzwiller, God, I hate that guy's motorcycle, learned he would have to dismiss state charges against Dennis because the children were Cherokee citizens and their deaths are no longer... God, that guy is so annoying. And their deaths fell in his jurisdiction. This morning, the question came up to as whether or not the children were members of the Cherokee tribe. Kuntzwiller tells People Magazine. Their mother, Cheyenne Trent, confirmed and showed me verification, including a tribal membership card for not only herself, but her oldest son. And her youngest child was in the process of obtaining one for herself. So based on that, I found that the state did not have jurisdiction of this case. Kuntzwiller's decision comes days after the U.S. Supreme Court ruled almost half of Oklahoma, including Tulsa, is within a Native American reservation. Now the case rests in the hands of the federal authorities. The first case affected by the Supreme Court ruling. Hold on, guys. Let me put this dog in the house. How are yours? Buddy, you go in too. Oh my gosh, guys. Sorry that guy went out of the holler on his motorcycle. He don't know how to go out of the holler and just drive normal. He's got to rev it up the whole way out. So annoying. Okay. Now it continues and says, my concerns lie with the mother of the victims, Kuntzwiller says. In my conversation with her, it was obvious that she was really traumatized by the loss of her children. I cannot imagine the difficulties that she's had to not only process that, but try to understand the nuisances associated with jurisdictional issues. At the time of his children's death, Dennis told police he went to a local Quick Trip, with his children around noon on Saturday, and then went home to take a nap. When he awoke, he found the children dead on the floorboards of his truck. Video surveillance discovered by investigators showed the two children getting into Dennis's truck on their own. However, authorities had sufficient evidence to move forward on the charges, Kunzwiller says, noting that he had hoped to present the evidence in court, but now has to wait and see whether federal authorities plan on taking the case. All Cheyenne Trent knows is her children are dead, and she's trying to find justice for them, Kunzwiller says. We are trying to do everything we can to help her along the difficult path that she's on. The U.S. Attorney's Office declined to comment Monday on whether charges would be filed. Ryan and Tegan's mother could not be reached for comment. An attorney for Dennis could not be identified. That's how we say it up in the hall. Yeah. Gosh, that is so annoying. He does that all the time. Even Mark says something about it. And he rides a Harley, Lisa. He's like, gosh, he don't got to riv it up the whole way out of the holler, you know? People don't got no sense. Yeah, shine on the holler. That's what we call it up here in the mountains. Hey, faithful one. Good morning. Hey, Candy. Good morning. Let me show y'all these little kids' pictures real quick. If it'll let me screen share. See if I can find their pictures. Sonny's going to start cockadoodling. Okay. There it is. Timothy's been oversleeping, so I usually use his room to live stream. So that's why I've been on the porch live streaming the last 2 mornings. He's usually up by now. But there is Tegan and Ryan. They are so cute. Hey, Hack the Planet. Tremaine, cockadoodle. Yeah. When Sonny hears me talking, he starts cockadoodling like that. He does it every time. I had trouble getting his video up this morning on his channel. It took me 5 times uploading that video. I got it uploaded the first 3 or 4 times, and it was showing, well, the first time it was showing my intro picture, the whole video. Then the last time it was showing, the end of the video at the beginning. I don't know what was going on with it. I don't know what to think about this case right now. I mean, I'm just wondering what kind of all the evidence they have against this guy. It is possible that he told his kids to go get in that truck. We don't know for sure if he was really taking a nap. Just because there's video surveillance of the kids getting into the truck, don't mean they weren't talked into doing that somehow. I'm very suspicious of that. Why weren't the doors locked to the house if he was taking a nap? You got little kids, you should always have a lock that's up high from them on the door so that they can't reach it and get outside. People are so irresponsible. They really are. Sonny agrees with me. Oh, yeah. I saw this morning that Ghislaine, I guess that's how you say her name, Ghislaine Maxwell, tried to flee agents who came to arrest her. She also wrapped her cell phone in tinfoil so that they couldn't track her. At least she thought that would work. I don't know if that really works. She's a real sicko. She's just as sick as Epstein, in my opinion. There's the landlord down there staring up here again, smoking her 100th cigarette. Okay, it says Ghislaine Maxwell's considerable wealth and skills at living and hiding make her an extreme risk of flight, federal prosecutor said Monday, in an answer to a proposal from Maxwell's lawyers to let her wait for her trial under home confinement. Oh no, honey, she's been under home confinement for years. She's been hiding from authorities. Convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein's madam was arrested on July 2nd at a stately home in New Hampshire she bought for $1 million cash under a corporate name to disguise her purchase. She's charged in a 6-count indictment alleging a sex trafficking scheme with Epstein involving 3 unnamed underage girls between 1994 and 1997. She's a complete sicko. Never lose hope. I'm just seeing your comment about the case in Oklahoma. Yeah, if you have your kids for a weekend, why would you go to sleep and leave them unattended? I'd like to see the rest of the evidence they got against that guy. Apparently, tinfoil prevents GPS tracking as per the web. I've heard that, Poppies, but I wonder if it really works. KDF, I believe they can be considered Native American with a minimum amount of Native American bloodline. Yeah, you can, Beach Bum. I have Native American in me. Not a whole lot, but I have some in me. Now, my granny, you could tell that she has Native American in her just by her bone structure. She's got the high cheekbones, and when she was younger, she had stick straight, long, jet black hair. I mean, you could tell she had Native American. This is a case I know tons about. Unfortunately, Epstein and Maxwell are evil. Hey, she participated with Epstein molesting girls. She would groom those girls by buying them things, giving them money. Then she'd start to undress in front of them, then show them some porn, I believe. Grooming them. So eventually, Epstein could come and assault them. Sickos. The house was in New Hampshire. Oh yeah, she was living a life of luxury still. I can't believe that she was in the States. I thought she might have been on that yacht. Remember that yacht that her dad used to own? It came into port. Where was that at? New Zealand? Somewhere like that. I thought she might have been on it because the crew refused to answer questions. But no, she was in New Hampshire. Prince Andrew is going on the list with Roman Polanski. Cannot come to U.S. under any circumstances. Oh, is that Roman guy, that pedophile guy? When he caught with child porn, he can't come back to the United States or something. Liam Tube, greetings from Ireland. Hi, welcome. Skeptical Steve. Hi, everyone. I think the last time I was here was ages ago. Hope y'all are well. Hi from West and Windy, England. Hi, Steve. Good to see you again. I like the name Liam, by the way. That's a cool name. It's a little windy here today, but it's going to be a beautiful day. It says, Prince Andrew needs to come out of hiding. This is not going away. He seems to be a real sicko, too. I wonder what the Queen thinks about her son's behavior. Let me say this. Her son's alleged behavior. Now it's been rumored he went to Pedophile Island too, with the rest of the sickos. Prince Andrew needs to get his behind to the U.S. The whole of the U.K. wants him out, do they, Steve? So y'all don't want him there. I don't blame you. He's a real sicko. And I don't want to offend anyone from the UK, you know. I loved Princess Diana. But Prince Andrew seems to think he's above the law, and the FBI want to talk to him, and he will not talk to him. I think he did some kind of news interview a while back, and he just made himself look bad. Oh, what a proud mom she must be, right, Shannon? We don't want him here either. No, we only want him here if the FBI is going to take him in and question him. I'd say that he's getting ready to go down. I heard that Princess Diana may have knew about Princess Andrew. That he liked young girls. She may have knew that. She may have been killed. Actually, I think that she was. I'll never forget where I was at when it came across the radio. It was late at night. I'd been to a party. I was a young girl. And it came on the radio. Princess Diana had been killed. Broke my heart. What? He claimed that he doesn't perspire. He doesn't sweat. Is that what you mean? Hey, Lori. Carly. Yeah, what other names are in that book? Good question. He will not go to the U.S. on his own accord. No way. Hey, I saw a little clip of Prince Andrew. This was when I was researching Michael Jackson, right? I saw a little clip of Prince Andrew. I think they were at like some music awards, and Michael Jackson was seated right beside of Prince Andrew. Michael Jackson had that little boy bouncing him on his lap. Prince Andrew was like giving him some strange looks, and I thought to myself, what are you looking at? You're a weirdo too. In my opinion. He's an alleged weirdo, okay? Oh, the prince that doesn't sweat. Are you kidding me? Maybe some people don't sweat. I mean, I guess that's a possibility. It was Michael Jackson and Webster. Is that who it was, Tremaine? Yeah. After doing research on Michael Jackson, I'm not so sure that he molested children. I'm really not sure about that. I think that he was just a eccentric person that had a lot of problems and didn't get to be a child growing up. And he was abused by his father. I think that's why he acted so weird. Y'all are welcome to disagree with me if you think he's guilty of molesting children. I mean, that's fine. Won't upset me. All his talk about sweating reminded me of Richard Simmons sweating to the oldies. Oh, I love Richard Simmons. I used to have some of those VHS tapes, sweating to the oldies. I posted a video not long ago where a young boy was climbing out of Buckingham Palace naked on a bed sheet and dropped to the ground. I saw something about that. Never lose hope. I wonder what that's all about. Did he about get caught with a young boy in his room or something? Had to make him go out the window? I figured the Queen would disown him if he's ever arrested for molesting underage girls. She may disown him. I don't think she's too happy with her new, her grandson's new wife. I can never. What's Harry's wife's name? Meghan Markle. I don't think she's too happy with her. I can kind of understand. It kind of bothered me, her breaking all these traditions. I'm just a traditional type of person, I guess. But I can understand it in a way. I guess to each their own. She's going to ground him. No tea and crumpets. I'd like to try some crumpets. Yeah, she would publicly anyways. Yeah, she's got a safe face. I thought she came off pretty cold-hearted when Princess Diana passed away. I don't think she liked Diana at all because Diana wouldn't put up with her crap. She divorced her son. She is nuts. Yeah, I started watching a movie about the Queen and I didn't finish it. I fell asleep. It was basically a movie about the death of Diana and how the Queen handled it. Hey, the Queen was a beautiful woman back in the day. I saw old pictures of her. And her husband, he was a pretty handsome guy too. What's his name? Prince Philip? Oh, she did. The country was in uproar over it. Yeah, she comes off as a cold-hearted person. She seems like she's a very strong-minded lady, but she seems like to have no emotions or something. Prince Charles is gross. Yeah, he cheated on Princess Diana with his new wife, I guess. What? Camelia? Is that her name? Camille? I think her name's Camille. Yeah, she's not that attractive at all. She claims that's not him in the picture with Virginia. She said that's a picture of a picture of a picture. What? That's confusing. My opinion, they lost touch with reality a long time ago. Yeah, Harry seems to be the most down-to-earth one. I really like Harry. Sorry, he made his bed. He can lie in it. Yeah. The FBI needs to get a hold of him. They want to. But I'm not sure what all they can do, him being a prince and all, living in the UK. I like Harry a lot. Hey, do you remember when he went skinny dipping and it was like a big scandal all over the news? I can't remember if it was in Vegas. Seems like it was in Las Vegas or somewhere. But he went skinny dipping and the Queen was really upset about that. He seems like he's a free spirit. But he lectured the whole country on climate change, then jets off to Spain for a week. Well, that don't even make sense, does it? I've never even been on a plane, guys. I've never flown anywhere. Hey, Robin, has anyone watched The Crown? I have to say, my views on the Queen and Camelia have softened. Of course, it's all fiction, I'm sure. It's very interesting. I think that's what I started watching and I fell asleep. I'm pretty sure. I will never understand him cheating on Di for that horse. I know, Shannon. I could not understand that either. Do you think maybe Diana and him weren't ever in love? And they just got married just because? Now, does Prince Andrew have children? I don't know a lot about him. I just know he's a weirdo pedo. Allegedly. I better say allegedly. Harry said, who wants to see the crown jewels? Apparently, Harry said before getting naked. Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you who I think is cute as a button is Prince William's and Kate's little girl. What's her name? Charlotte? I think her name's Charlotte. She is so cute and she loves the camera. At Meghan and Harry's wedding, she's up at the front doors at the church and she's just waving. She's loving it. Okay, guys, Robin, I'm going to say something about Beatrice and Eugenie. Do you know who they remind me of? I'm probably not saying Eugenie's name right. They remind me of the evil stepsisters in Cinderella, the fairy tale. I swear they do. Uh-oh, we got a plane going over. It's a small plane. We got a small airport here. People that own their own little planes and stuff. Yes, in the Disney fairy tale Cinderella, they remind me of the two evil stepsisters, Robin. Think about it. Look at them and think about the characters in the book. They look just like the evil stepsisters. Kids, a shame they have to grow up in a world like this. I agree. The world is evil. Gosh, there's a lot of evil people in the world. I think there's more good people in the world, but there's a lot of evil. And there's evil hiding in plain sight. You could have an evil neighbor and not even know it because they act so nice when they're in front of you. Michelle, is it Michelle? Michael? No, she hasn't committed suicide yet. They better watch her. She's going to pull an Epstein. Well, a lot of people think Epstein didn't kill himself. They think someone else killed him. I don't know about that. I kind of think that he did kill himself because he knew he was screwed. He was never getting out of jail. He was going to be going to prison for the remainder of his life. And so he decided to take the easy way out. But Ghislaine, she wasn't too good of a friend to Epstein. She recorded a lot of his phone calls and stuff to use against him, I guess, in case she had to at a later date. Blackmail. I think it was suicide too. I mean, anybody's welcome to think otherwise. But yeah, I think he took the easy way out. He pulled a Fotis Dulos, trying to control the situation right to the end. Sickos. I'll never understand how an adult, female or male, could be attracted to a child. Teenagers are still children. Sickos. They got something wrong with them. See, but she says, no way he killed himself. Too coordinated. How no one was there. Conveniently, no video footage. Now, I do agree. That is fishy. Very fishy. The reason I think he didn't kill himself is because he was going to name names, government names of people that were doing the same thing. Hope they all get caught. Me too. I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce your name right. Is it Michael? I think the Clintons had him suicided, in my opinion. And they've had a lot of people that's worked for them die, the Clintons. Meghan, Harry, and Archie are a beautiful family. Yes, Meghan's a beautiful girl. Little Archie's cute. I really like Harry. I really do. Gizbag names the Clintons. I looked up how to pronounce Ghislaine's name this morning, and basically that's the way you pronounce it, Ghislaine. I think it's Irish, if I'm not mistaken. It said, or French. It's French. It's pronounced just a little bit different in French, I think. I love him. Yeah, Archie is adorable. Gosh, they weren't married long before she got pregnant. Now, I heard they were going to be living in Canada. I wonder if they went through with that. I think they want to separate themselves from the royal family. And, you know, at first I was like, God, Meghan, why are you breaking all these traditions for? But, you know, now I kind of understand it a little bit better. She didn't want the same thing to happen to her that happened to Princess Diana. I think Megan just got, Megan's a little bit famous, but being a princess is something else, or a duchess, and just not being able to do anything without people following you and photographing you, I guess got to her. No decent Irish woman would be crawling all over teenagers. Is it Irish cement shoes? I can't remember what it said this morning. It said it was a French or Irish name. I forgot. Well, I'm just talking about Miriam, how she just didn't want the royal duties and stuff, but I get it now. I can't say that I really blame her. Hey, Red Rum. She's French. Okay. I couldn't remember what it said when I looked up how to pronounce. He transferred all of his monies 2 days before he died in the Cayman Islands. See that, hearing that really makes me think he committed suicide. I think it's pronounced Ghislaine. Is it? It's definitely not Irish. It's French. Okay. Sorry, Liam. I get confused, guys. Like, I've got the worst memory, and I will look something up, and I'll forget it in 10 minutes. I've heard people pronounce her name different. Or Ghislaine. She's a gay nut. That's what she is. A gay nut pedophile. It's just, it disgusts me to know that her, as a woman, participated in molesting and raping young girls with Epstein. She is not a woman. She is a piece of crap. Pedophiles don't belong on this earth. They should all just be took off. I'm coming more to see what Max says. I'm coming more to believe the royal family is behind Epstein's death and may do the same to Maxwell to protect Andrew. Yeah, possible. One of the lesser-known royals also separated. His Canadian wife left Britain and went back to Canada a few months ago. It was on the Royal Viewer channel. Oh, really? Yeah, at first I didn't understand, why she didn't want to be so involved in the royal family. But I get Megan now. I can't say that I blame her. I don't think she knows what she got herself into. I think she may have realized it after she got married. She took passports, groomed, and participated in actual abuse, according to some alleged victims. Yeah, Shannon, I read that. I read her indictment stuff. Or the charges. I read the charges. Let's see what else is going on here. Oh, I shared this article yesterday in my Patreon, but it's a baby who died a gruesome hot closet death during a nap had crack cocaine in her system. This world's evil. I think she realized a lot after, too. Yeah. Black Rose, I was pronouncing Lake Pyra wrong yesterday. I was saying Peru. I know you're familiar with that place. You was probably laughing at me. It probably seemed like a fairy tale being a princess. Then she found out how stressful and wanted out. Well, see, that's the way I was thinking about the situation when I first learned that, Megan didn't want to do like the royal duties, and they kind of wanted to be separated from all that and live their own life separately. And I was kind of like, why do you want to break those traditions for? But I was just thinking about, in my mind, how great it would be to be a duchess. And then I realized after some thinking and reading some things about the royal family, they're like, hey, I get it. I get why she's doing that. Is Karen in here? I was just thinking about Karen yesterday evening. I was wondering where she was at. Oh, there she is, Karen. Not feeling the best last 2 days. Oh, I hope you get to feeling better. I'll say a prayer for you. I really was wondering where you was at yesterday evening. You just came across my mind, and I was like, I haven't seen her. Never. I do it all the time. Yeah, for some reason, I want to say Lake Piru instead of Lake Pyra. And I didn't even realize I done it till after I had the video uploaded, and I went back and listened, and I realized I was like, crap, you're saying that wrong. But it's okay. I think people understand. Southern Mom, just got a signal. Hey, girl, be careful driving, working. I think there may be racism too. Very Mary, I didn't want to say that earlier, but I wondered how the Queen felt about Meghan being African American. Now, she act like that it didn't bother her, but I really wonder how she felt about that. Royalty historically have a very, very checkered past and sense of entitlement to protect the crown at all cost. Yeah. Yeah, they do seem entitled. Very entitled. Oh, I bet the Queen hated her. Yeah, I don't think that she liked it too good. Um, I think Meghan is a beautiful lady, and so is her mother. I watched the wedding. I saw her mother. She looked beautiful. Now, I have often wondered if over there in the UK, if they are racist people there, just like there are here in the United States. I've often wondered that. Lots of people are guilty of covering royalty. Right. Well, the royal family, they don't like rule the country though. They have like parliament and stuff like that, don't they? And like a prime minister and stuff. What I'm wondering is, do they, I don't think that they have very much say in the laws. I don't know. I need to check into that, educate myself. I think that's like up to like parliament, something like that. I don't believe in reptilians, but if they did exist, I could see the Queen Elizabeth as one. Same issues. A friend of mine that's both black and Welsh told me he was treated horribly in Wales. Well, see, that's what I've often wondered if black people were treated different over in the UK. Who does the Queen answer to? Laws are made in her law. Yeah, basically that's what I was wanting to know. Who does she answer to? There's video evidence Harry wasn't into royal life, even though he supported his royal relatives in their roles. Yeah, he didn't seem like to me he was too into it. Now he's done like, I think he like actually Harry lived in like this little village. I believe it was somewhere in Africa, and helped them out, helped them get fresh water and do a few things around their village. He's a good guy. He seems to be. I like him. He seems down to earth. Now, his brother is kind of snooty. Kate, she's kind of snooty to me. She's a pretty woman, though. She really is. Now, I thought I heard that Kate and Meghan had a few little problems. When the police raided Maxwell's hideout, they found her phone wrapped in foil. Just wondering why she did this. Was she trying to block her phone signal so FBI couldn't trace her? Yes, that's what she was trying to do, Liam. Yeah, if you look up online, it'll tell you to like wrap your phone in aluminum foil. They won't be able to track it. I don't know if that's true or not. Why didn't she just turn off the location on her phone? Dummy. That could have worked, I guess. You know, she bought that house in New Hampshire in like a business's name so they wouldn't know it was her. But I read the FBI knew where she was at for a while. They was just waiting to make their move. I met some Welsh rugby players here several years ago. Nice enough chaps. Oh, that's cool. I think Queen Elizabeth is 94 years old. So who's going to take over the throne when she passes away? Prince Charles? Won't it go to Prince Charles? Or where maybe he's up in age, it'll go to Prince William? Meghan worked 78 hours in 1 year for the royal family and spent $1 million on clothes. You know, even if I was rich, I can't imagine spending $1 million on clothes. I mean, I guess if you got it, but that's a lot of money on clothes. I think you could dress nicely, look sophisticated, and spend less money. You know, Charles is next in line. That's what I thought. Oh, really? Prince Philip, he's not so nice either. Makes racist and sexist insults. It's been said that Kate ran off two of Harry's exes, Chelsea and Cressida. Allegedly, she wanted Harry to marry Pippa. Oh my gosh, really? I think I know who that Pippa is. Oh, Pippa is Kate's sister, isn't it? Okay, yeah, it took me a second to realize that. Yeah. Well, I heard that her and Meghan had some problems. Maybe Kate acts like she's better than Meghan or something. And she's not. Nobody's better than anybody. Isn't Prince Philip's a pervert too? Well, that's what someone else said in the chat. I think it was Sean On said that. See, that's the first time I'm hearing this. That Prince Philip was a pervert. This has been a really good conversation this morning, guys. I've enjoyed it. I'm going to have to get off here in a minute. Get some things done. I can chat a few more minutes, so I'll smoke one more cigarette with you guys while I'm sitting here. Can't smoke in the house. I'm going to get some cleaning done today, and I'm going to sunbathe. They definitely have longevity in their family. I think the Queen's mother was 102 when she died. Hey, the Queen looks like, she's in pretty good shape. See, bitches, Queen Elizabeth looks like the Crypt Keeper's prom days. That's mean, see, bitches. Hey, I will give it to her. Queen Elizabeth was a very beautiful lady when back in her younger days. I saw wedding photos of her. She really was a beautiful lady. Now, Prince Philip, I think he was pretty handsome. Not so much anymore. They must eat babies to stay alive forever in a day. Oh, God. Anything on Suzanne CC? No, but I ran across a good channel. Actually, Never Lose Hope alerted me to it. It's called Profiling Evil. And it's this retired criminal profiler. He's got his own channel. And he's been covering, he talked to Tyson Draper. And anyways, he's been doing quite a few videos on Suzanne Morphew. I'll send you a link to it, Beach Bum. As far as I know, they came back to Suzanne's house again to do a search, and I don't think Barry and them's allowed there right now. Liam, have a great day or night. Oh, thank you, Liam. Come back and chat anytime. We do this Monday through Friday, usually around 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Thanks for subscribing. I worked with clothes all my life in boutiques, and you can't buy class. Some people just have it, some don't. The more money they have, no telling them. That just doesn't suit me. I am also a tailor. Hey, Tremaine, thank you for the super chat. Here's 20 for my beautiful blonde baller. I love you, baby doll. Oh, I love you too, Tremaine. You're a good person. When you don't come in chat, I'm like, where's Tremaine at? You was in chat, like Sunday in the members chat, right? And then you didn't show up yesterday, and I'm like, oh, where's Tremaine? I missed them. I felt like I hadn't seen you in days. The same thing with Karen. I just got to thinking yesterday, like, where's Karen? I've not seen her. Yeah, Tremaine, he's a good guy. He really is. But back to Karen's comment, no, you can't buy class. Money doesn't buy happiness either. You may buy some material things to make you happy for a while, but it won't last. You'll soon get bored of it. You can dress really nicely without spending a fortune. My aunt, she has money. She owns 2 different nationwide insurances in 2 different towns. She's got quite a bit of money. She dresses real nice, but you know what she does? She goes after the season's over, like after summer's over, she buys a bunch of stuff that's on sale and puts up for the next year. Each season she does that. Now she does buy some expensive pieces, but most of the time she shops like sales and stuff. She dresses really nice. She's fancy, as I call it. I'm a jeans, t-shirt, or tank top. I'll wear a nice blouse or something. I mostly wear jeans. It's just the type of gal I am. Most of the time I got on old clothes because I'm working around here. I've got clothes and I wear the same crap over and over and over. You can't buy bright, I can't talk too much shoes. You can't buy brains either, he says. Nope. One of Meghan Markle's dresses was $7,000. See, I think stuff like that's ridiculous. You probably couldn't get me to buy a $100 dress. I may. If it's something that caught my eye and I just had to have it, I may spend $100 on it. If it was for a special occasion or something. I may be having a special occasion coming up here in the next year or so. I think me and Mark have decided we're going to get married legally. We've been together. I call him my hubby, but we've lived together for 8 years. So, and he was asking me the other day, when are we going to get married? And I was like, well, when we've been together 10 years. So I got about 2 years to plan. I love Dolly. Dolly Parton? Oh, yeah, I love Dolly Parton. You talk about some pretty dresses down in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. Dolly's got some pretty dresses. She's designed. Hell, it's a special occasion around here. I mean, anything other than leggings. Girl, you got me addicted to leggings. I finally got me a pair. I didn't want to get them because I was like, are these going to make me look fat? Because I got a big butt. But then I got them, and they feel so good. And no, they don't make me look fat. T-shirt and joggers for me, but every blue moon, I dress up. Yeah, I mean, if I'm going out shopping or something, well, sometimes I'll wear a t-shirt and jeans, but I'll try to dress up a little bit. Just like I call dressing up a nice blouse. A nice blouse and some Eastlands. That's what I call dressing up. Royal clothes are a big thing, and then wearing them is great. Advertising notices a lot of British designers. You know something I loved about Meghan's weddings? They all had those cool hats on. Same with Kate and William's wedding. Yeah, I want one of those hats. I want to go to the Kentucky Derby once, wear one of those fancy hats and a dress. Honestly, I don't know if I agree with horse racing too much. It's hard on those poor horses. Clothes, haha, it's winter. Oh, it's winter where you're at. She said her wardrobe consists of PJs, robes, and slippers. Hey, if I'm inside of the house, I'm usually in my PJs. Now, where it's been summertime, I'll just wear shorts around most of the time. Princess Diana could have worn sackcloth and ashes and still looked like a princess. Man, she was a beautiful lady, so graceful, so elegant, sophisticated. Really liked her. Another princess I'm pretty fond of is Princess Grace. She was a Hollywood actress. I'm just for comfy. I got to get me some like summer, lounge wear, just to lounge around in the house. Something cute. I need to get me a couple outfits. Well, guys, it's been a great chat. I'm going to get off here, go see if my son's up out of bed and get some cleaning done, and then I'm going to go sunbathe. Oh, yeah, I was going to tell y'all, I was going to do a members chat yesterday on the porch, but my mother-in-law and father-in-law came by with the grandbaby, and him and Annabelle had a big time together. He went over there and helped me feed the chickens, and he was chasing Annabelle. He's almost 2 years old. And I said, you like that goat? He said, I'll run that goat all night. It was so funny the way he said it in his little baby talk. Annabelle was kicking up her heels. I've never seen that goat have so much fun. But she got a little frisky and wanted to headbutt. Her hair was standing up on her neck. So you have to watch her around little kids. She kept sniffing. She didn't know what he was. I think she might have thought he was a goat or something. Oh. But anyhow, love y'all. Be kind. And I may see you guys later this evening. I say evening. It's evening. There's my country slang coming out. Bye, guys. Be kind. Peace.